Okay, so today I'm excited because these are one of my all-time favorite videos to film on YouTube. It's like an ode to OG old school YouTube. We're going through my trash, my used up products here. I have a whole bin. These are all products that I have fully used up and I'm sharing my thoughts on. So like quick reviews on a whole ton of products from the last few months. So I hope you enjoy this one. If you want to see more videos like this, I have an empties playlist that will be linked down below in the description box. I haven't done a sit down video in a minute and I'm like out of breath. So I'm just gonna start digging into my big old bin here in no order, just from whatever's on the top. So first empty, this is the Tree Hut Candy Cane Shave Oil. I have been testing the EOS shave oil as well, and I'm glad I am because now I can like compare this to something. I've talked about this product for years as one of my holy grail beauty items that I've repurchased so many times. I have a vanilla one of this in my shower right now. This one I prefer over the EOS. EOS is a little bit thicker, and I feel like what you want in a shave oil is something like this where it's thinner, it's slicker, it doesn't get anything in your razor. Like, you know how shaving cream, you have to constantly rinse off your razor. The benefit of a shave oil is that it doesn't do that. It doesn't like clog up your razor, just makes it glide super easy. I think the Tree Hut products smell amazing. So this one, still my favorite shave oil. By the way, all this stuff will be linked down below. And it doesn't dry your skin out because it is just a shave oil. Next up we have body wash. This is the Dove Restoring Coconut and Cocoa Butter Body Wash. I feel like I am a little bit picky with body washes because I want something that's actually gonna like remove the deodorant. Some body washes just straight up don't. I want something that's like actually gonna cleanse my skin but not dry it out. This body wash is very moisturizing. It does actually like cleanse my body, but is definitely very like creamy feeling. Like it doesn't have a major lather, so if you like that, like this one doesn't lather that much. It smells really good. My one qualm with this, and I actually wish I didn't like dig it off because now I can't really show you, is that the top of this, literally after 1 or 2 uses, when you squirt this out into your hand, it leaves a lot of product right here. Like the packaging is just flawed, and then you have to go in and like dig it off and dig out the hole every single time. So the packaging is super annoying. Because of that, I wouldn't repurchase this for that reason. What I did end up buying for my next body wash is still Dove. It's the sensitive skin one, but it's like a bigger bottle and it comes in a pump. I'm pretty sure I had even more bags of this, but I threw a few away before I was thinking about empties. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4 different Dr. Teal's Epsom salts. My favorite scent is the eucalyptus and spearmint. Smells so good and fresh. Eucalyptus smells to me like a little bit cologne-y. I love the smell of this one, especially with the spearmint. I have one fragrance free that I tried, and then also a lavender. I'm not usually a lavender fan. It's fine. That one's more like if I want something a little bit calmer because the scent can be a little bit strong on these. But I've tried so many brands of different Epsom salts, and I do find that this one is the best for my body. I put a decent amount in here. Like I don't measure it out. I think it says to do 2 cups. Yeah, it says at least 2 cups each time. I mean, I just like pour it in, but you definitely need a decent amount. Out of all the brands I've tried, I do think Dr. Teal's is the most effective. So this one I just finished off recently. This is a fresh empties Sol de Janeiro Rio Radiance SPF 50 sunscreen. The reason why I picked this up is I love Sol de Janeiro. I love the fragrance, and this is the Cherry Rosa 87 fragrance, so it smells great. They came out with this, a lotion, and an oil. I rarely use oils because I just feel like it's annoying. It gets all over your clothes. And then I did try the lotion one, didn't feel like it gave a glow, and I ended up returning that and getting the spray instead. Would I repurchase this? No. It's nothing special. You can get the same thing for half the price. It just won't smell like this. It does have a glow, but most spray sunscreens do. The thing I didn't like about this is that it definitely leaves a stickiness and a tackiness. So if you don't like feeling sunscreen on your body, you wouldn't like this. It's not greasy, it's more just like tacky sticky. So I wouldn't repurchase this one. Okay, I feel like I threw away another one of these on accident, but this is my favorite toothpaste, the Colgate Optic White Stain Fighter specifically. I feel like the Stain Fighter, for whatever reason, does more than the other ones. This is a whitening toothpaste, does a great job at whitening my teeth. I do want to pick up, and I think I said this like months ago, I just haven't, but I want to pick up the mouthwash again because I feel like this in combination with the Colgate mouthwash, I'll link the exact one down below I'm talking about, does a great job of keeping your teeth white. I've used that one for years now. I have a whole bottle of acetone. This is pure acetone nail polish remover. This one's from Sally Beauty. You fly through this when you're doing like your own gel nails and stuff, and I definitely went through a phase for a few months where I was doing my own gels. Now I'm in my glue-on nail phase, which I think is just easier. It's quicker and easier than gels, but I still like doing my own gels. Right now I just have on a regular nail polish that is chipping. Not much to say about this. It's pure acetone. Just found the second one in the bottom of the bin, so here's 2 Colgates. Next up I have 2 cleansing balms. This is my favorite cleansing balm. I've repurchased this a lot now. I want to say I've been using this for probably over a year now. This is the Then I Met You cleansing balm. It's a Korean skincare product. It has sea berry oil, persimmon, grapeseed oil, and vitamin E. Whenever I try a different cleansing balm now, it just doesn't compare. She's thick, moisturizing, and super buttery and thick feeling. You put it on dry skin, rub it all over, get your eyes good if you have eye makeup on, and then rinse it off. Don't put it on wet skin. Oils do better when you just massage them into dry skin. But this removes all of my eye makeup, all of my face makeup. It leaves my skin not feeling stripped. It just feels so good. I love the formula of this. Definitely one that I'll be continuing to repurchase. I already have a new one in my shower right now. A more affordable cleansing balm that I do like is the e.l.f. one. I definitely used up a full thing of that, but I think it's in my travel bin. Because that container is really light, I use it for traveling, so I'll scoop some of this in, put it in the e.l.f. container, and then bring that traveling, but I definitely used up at least one of the e.l.f. ones as well. That one is different. It's definitely more of like a lighter, oilier kind of feel. This one is thicker and more moisturizing, so just depends what you like. And the e.l.f. one is a lot cheaper, but love this. Here's another Epsom salt. This one doesn't stick out in my memory and I didn't want to repurchase it, so just didn't do as much for me as Dr. Teal's. I think I got this on Thrive Market. It's eucalyptus and peppermint. Okay, this is my favorite face wash. I would say this is number 1. My number 2 and number 3 spots are like tied for the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser, and then the one that's in my shower right now that I'm almost out of, probably will be finishing that one in a couple weeks, the Toleraine, this one right here. Those two are very similar. This one is different than those two. So this is the Skin Fix Foaming Oil Cleanser. I've raved about this before. Once I'm done with that face wash, I can't wait to repurchase this because I just miss it in my life. If you have dry skin, you need this face wash. It's really interesting. It definitely is unlike, like the formula is different than any other cleanser I have. I wouldn't say it foams, but it does have this just like really silky, smooth kind of feel, and it almost feels like slimy. I remember the first few times I tried this, I was kind of like put off by it because it was just so different than any other cleanser I tried, but the more I use this, I feel like it cleanses my skin so well without stripping it at all, and it adds moisture into my skin. I feel like my skin is the best when I'm using this stuff. It doesn't have a scent. Even though this is called an oil cleanser, I wouldn't be put off by that because to me that doesn't sound appealing. It is still a cleanser and it doesn't leave your skin feeling oily. It just, like I said, leaves it feeling super moisturized. So hands down favorite lash glue. This is the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive, but the one that's with aloe. This is so much better than any other one I've tried. I have really sensitive eyes, and this one I feel like burns my eyes the least. It has a brush on applicator, which is nice, so you're not squeezing out too much product onto the lash band. You can just brush it on. I let this dry down, like put on your lash, let it dry down for a good, probably about 30 seconds. You can see it starting to turn blue, and that's when you want to stick it on your eyes once it's starting to kind of settle down, because then it has a nice tackiness and your lashes won't be sliding around. But from the drugstore, I've repurchased this a lot over the years. This is an eyeliner by Catrice. It's the did I just glitch? Pro Precise Matte Liner. So this is a felt tip, which I normally don't like. This one to me, I don't know, it's one of those that didn't stand out to me, good or bad. I got through it. I liked that I could get like a nice, fairly thin just flick on the edges. I didn't particularly notice it lasting like a super long time. I honestly don't know, like with all the other eyeliners I have, I don't know why I use this one all the way up, because I do feel like, yeah, it's just not my favorite. It's not super black, it's not amazing. I just prefer a few others over this. I'll leave my favorite liner down below. It is very affordable and it's a brush tip. I have a couple eye drops. There might be some more in this bin, because I feel like I've gone through so many of these, especially Lumify. I fly through this. I kind of do these usually at the same time actually. For dry eyes, I use Sustain Ultra for like lubrication. This doesn't do anything for redness. And then Sometimes I'll just use this, but most of the time we'll go in with this first, wait a bit, and then put this in for redness, like after makeup. So the Lumify, definitely the best for redness. These immediately take away the redness. Literally, you can see it in like 2 seconds. I've got a brow pencil here. This one is by Too Faced. I bent this because it's just way easier, like the shape of it to go like that. But this is in the shade Espresso. They say this is the super fine brow detailer. This is not super fine at all. It's like a rounded oval kind of shape. The color of this ended up growing on me, and this was one that I just felt like I could do my brows pretty fast because of the shape. It's not going to be super precise. You definitely can't get like as precise of hairs, but obviously I liked it enough to finish it. Would I repurchase it? No, I definitely like the Rare Beauty one and the Joa brow pencil more than that one. I definitely had a Joa empty. I can't see it in the bin, but for sure had a Joa brow pencil empty, and then here's the Rare Beauty empty as well. So this one is fully out here. Repurchased this. This is my favorite high-end brow pencil. This is in the shade Cool Brown. I love the shade of it. Like I said, have it on right now. It's not too dark. It's a nice, still neutral, but light enough shade if you have dark hair where it doesn't make your brows look too intense. You have this fully on one end. The quality of this pencil just feels nice. Like it has a nice kind of like weight to it. It doesn't feel cheap. The Joa brow pencil is definitely more precise than this one, like tinier tip. This one has a kind of like oval-ish, but like has a little bit of a point, but it works. I don't know. I can do my brows really fast with this. It stays on well. 3 deodorants here. Let's start off with the one that did nothing for me, but smelt amazing. This is the Sol de Janeiro Rio Deo. This is aluminum free, so not shocking. I need legit deodorants, like that's why I use man deodorant. I'm talking about this in every empties video, but like aluminum free just really doesn't cut it for me. I need the strong shit. But this does smell incredible. It smells like their Boom Boom cream. It says it's pistachio and salted caramel, but to me, it smells like their Boom Boom cream. So I basically use this up as like my second deodorant. Like if I put on my normal one and then just wanted to like touch up in a few hours, I put this on just for like the scent essentially and to use it up. It does have a thicker kind of feel to it. It feels very moisturizing, but it's like weirdly kind of creamy. It can get kind of thick under there. Like I don't particularly remember a ton of white marks, but I do remember, you know, when you like put on deodorant sometimes and then it kind of like clings in your armpits and when you lift your arm, you can like see the marks. It does that. So these are my 2 favorite deodorants that I constantly repurchase. If you try women's deodorant after women's deodorant and nothing is cutting it for you, try these. This one doesn't smell masculine at all. It's just vanilla. So it's the Old Spice Oasis. They used to have one that smelled exactly like DKNY apple. But this one smells really good too because it's just vanilla. I do switch between these because if I use something too long, my body gets like used to it and then stops working. So I usually alternate between these two, not daily, but just like I'll finish one of these and then go back to this one. But make sure, at least for me, I don't like the gel feeling ones. They do have a gel of this. I like the actual like white deodorant. This is the Degree Advanced 72 Hour. I have the Adventure scent. This one definitely smells masculine, but I would say lately this one has been working better for me, and I feel like I get less marks on my clothes with the Degree one. I wish Degree made this deodorant, but in less like masculine smelling scent, but whatever, I'm wearing perfume most days anyway, so you can't super notice unless you're like in my armpit, you know? I have a hand soap here. This is the Lavender Vetiver from Bath & Body Works. I've been on a Bath & Body Works hand soap kick lately. It's just been fun. I don't know. I feel like Bath & Body Works like had a moment, then kind of went out, and now I'm kind of back in it. I'm digging them. I like the foaming soaps because I feel like they do last a lot longer. Foaming products in general because you're not like pouring out a ton of liquid. This, because of the vetiver, has a different kind of feel to it. It almost like smells a little bit cologne-y. Warm vetiver and creamy sandalwood. So the sandalwood and vetiver definitely give it that like more musky scent. Definitely would repurchase this. I wanted to switch up the scent, so I purchased a couple of different ones. I definitely threw away a lot of products that I went through. Like I know for a fact I have more of these. I'm like, where are these going? Because I can think of a few products that I guess I was just spacing out, throwing them away. When I was traveling, I wasn't doing empties because obviously I wasn't going to be carrying around trash with me as I was like living out of suitcases. So I know, you know, all those products over the couple of years. I showed some of them in vlogs and stuff, but for the most part, I was just throwing the stuff away. But I feel like now that I'm back, I've been out of the mindset of like keeping my trash. So anyways, have one of these, even though I've gone through way more of these. The Garnier Grow Strong Fortifying Shampoo. Love this Holy Grail shampoo, smells like apple. Here's an SPF. This is the Benton UV Sun Cream. So this is a Korean product, SPF 50. The thing I really like about this, and definitely would repurchase this, is no white cast at all. It just has like a really nice gel kind of formula. It has centella in here, and it says light green colored botanical ingredients, provides a cooling and moisturizing effect. And it definitely has that like spa kind of smell, herbal in like a good way, and it is a bit cooling. I would say it's like a hybrid between a cream and a gel, but it doesn't leave your skin like green tinted or anything. It just absorbs in. I've used this in so many vlogs and videos, so you can see it in action, but it is one of my favorites, and I'll have a few other my SPF favorites down below. Speaking of Korean skincare, we have another one of my good old vitamin C serums. I need to like leave this upside down, because there is still some product in here, as you can see, but with the pump, it's hard to like scrape it out. So I need to leave it upside down and then put it in another little like container, even though you're technically not supposed to do that with vitamin C because it needs to be in a UV coated bottle, which this is. Love this stuff. It does go on sale a lot, so I would wait until it goes on sale, but just super effective. I've talked about this in a lot of videos, but I really feel like this helps with my redness, evening out my skin tone, moisturizes. I can wear underneath makeup, doesn't like break up my makeup or my SPF, doesn't pill, and it just leaves my skin with the prettiest glow. So will forever repurchase. Favorite vitamin C serum. I have a few boxes of my teeth whitening strips. These are Lumino. My teeth with whitening strips can get sensitive, and these ones don't give me the like tingly, sensitive teeth feeling. I don't have like a routine as far as how often I use these. I just kind of like look at my teeth when I feel like they need that brightness. I'll do either a couple days in a row or just one day in a row and just get them back to where I want them, and then do one, I don't know, every like few weeks just as like maintenance. The thing with these that I think some people are put off by is that when you take off the strip, it does leave the product on your teeth. All you do is brush it off. That's the only thing, and then make sure your teeth are super dry before you apply these, or else they'll slip around. So I just take a paper towel, pat off my teeth and pat off the inside, and then stick these on. I have no issues. I really like them. Holy Grail Self Tanner, my Tan Luxe Express Water. As you can see, there's a little bit left in here, but it won't spray out, so I'm gonna keep this. And then I just got a new bottle. It was on sale, which was exciting. I feel like this never goes on sale, but once I use like a bit in the new one, I'll pour this into that bottle so it doesn't go to waste. So I have never been a fan of tanning waters in the past, because I feel like your chances of it getting streaky are just so much higher because you can't see like where you're putting it. There's no color guard in this. When I first tried this, I was so surprised that I actually really liked this. It's so hot in here that my camera's overheating. I have a self tanner highlight on my Instagram if you ever want to see my thoughts on different tanners, but I usually get pretty specific with exactly how I like to apply it and everything there. So if you want to screenshot this or go on my Instagram, you can do that. I definitely disagree with the express water claim. I would just say it's like a fast drying natural tanner, but you can use this in different ways. So first off, don't be afraid by the clear water thing. This is probably the most natural looking color and most streak free and fast drying tanner I've tried. It smells like perfume. I really have never gotten streaky with this. I do apply it with a mitt, so I don't spray it directly onto my body. I shake it up, spray it onto a mitt, and then apply. It dries super fast. Just had a cough attack. I feel like my throat isn't used to this much talking in a row anymore. I would say you have to leave it on for like minimum 4 hours if you want just like a light natural tan. My favorite way to apply it is leave it on overnight, because there's no color guard and it dries super fast. You don't have to worry about it staining your sheets at all. You can literally put this on at night and then wait maybe like 2-3 minutes, you're fully dry, and then you can get in bed and you just wake up with really pretty color. Or if you want even darker of a color, I'll layer this, like especially on my chest or like areas where I just want a little more tan. You can actually do 2 layers. Or another way I like to apply this is if I'm going out that day and I just want my tan to like develop, because of how fast it dries, you can get dressed right after this. Basically, you're just gonna get a different look depending on how long you leave it on for. It's really flexible. You can do kind of whatever you want with it. The color will change depending on how long you leave it on for. The other thing is, out of all the tanners I have and try, I'm constantly testing different ones, which just gives me, you know, more perspective and more things to compare products to. It's why I test so many different products. But because of that, I feel like this one is the most long lasting out of any of the tanners I have. I get a solid 5-6 days out of this one, whereas other ones on me, especially just going in water and like, you know, with sunscreen and summer things, they're just coming off so fast. The other tanners I've been trying, in literally like 2-3 days, feel like I need to reapply something. This one stays on my skin well, but doesn't fade off patchy. So all around, just super winning product for me. It just develops to such a pretty natural looking color too. Okay, I have a blush here. This is a cream blush by Kaiser Weiss. I think Kaiser Weiss. I'm gonna toss this one because it's definitely like it's time on this one. Obviously I hit pan on this product, so I was using this a ton. I really like the formula of this one. It has a nice creamy, like moisturizing finish. I really like this shade as well, but it's expensive and I just feel like I have, you know, other similar blushes or even high-end blushes that I would repurchase over this one. So not gonna be repurchasing that one, even though I do really like it and I enjoyed it. Aveeno makeup wipes. These are my favorite makeup wipes. I use makeup wipes if it's an emergency kind of night, migraine comes on and I just need to get off my makeup really quick. That's usually how I use makeup wipes. If I have the option and I'm taking a shower at night, which I normally do, I go in with my cleansing balm, or these are nice for travel sometimes, or just, you know, having on the makeup desk and stuff. These ones don't burn my eyes and they're super good at removing eye makeup. I've repurchased those a ton. This is a Trader Joe's hand cream. I got this in a pinch. My hands were bleeding. They were like that dry. If you have super dry hands, check out my beauty secrets video. I talk all about what I've been doing now. Now my hands are like very soft and moisturized. This one to me, I wouldn't repurchase. I feel like I was coating this on my hands nonstop and it just wasn't doing a whole lot versus the hand cream that I love now. I'll put it on and I notice a difference literally in a day or two. This one is also very thick, so you almost like, you can't go on your computer after, you can't do other things after, versus the one I love, which I'll link down below. It absorbs faster and leaves like a silky kind of finish, so you can actually go on your computer and like use your hands. What a concept. So wouldn't repurchase the Trader Joe's one, but love Trader Joe's. This is the Merit Brow Gel in the shade Brown. It has a nice tiny wand. It doesn't fill in your brows too much. Like some brow gels just give you too much pigment. You have to like wipe it off first. I just don't want to do that. I just want to have a brow gel where I get the color that I want, I get the amount of product that I want, and I can just throw it on, because I feel like that's the point of a brow gel, is that it's just like quick. This one has no hold. So if you want to get the like lifted look, you'll definitely have to use a different product either solely or after this, but I mostly use this one to slightly fill in. Almost always though would go in with this and then go in with the brow pencil after. That's how I use brow gels. Definitely would repurchase this one, and I'm kind of missing it in my life right now because I feel like the brow products I have just aren't giving the color that I want right now. So I have my favorite face cream. This is the Belief True Cream Aqua Bomb. I love this stuff. I miss having this in my life because I've been working through a Skin Fix one, which I do like, but I'm not gonna be repurchasing it. I like the Belief much better. I've gone through so many containers of this over the years. This is a gel moisturizer, which normally I would not be into, especially for nighttime, but it leaves this like super plump, super moisturizing kind of feel. This layered with other skincare products leaves my skin so plump and hydrated, and I feel like it just does a great job of like sealing in your face overnight. I love the scent. It has like a kind of minty, herbal, a little bit kind of scent. Personally, I love it. Years ago, I went for like really thick kind of nighttime moisturizers, and I feel like there's kind of this idea that a gel moisturizer just doesn't give you the same kind of moisture, and usually I feel like they don't. But this one I would think of more as like a sleeping mask kind of product, because it just has that really nice moisture and like adds a layer to your skin almost. That sounded weird, but I didn't keep all of my nails, so I don't know why I decided to keep this one specific box, but this is the Kiss acrylic. You can see nails in here because obviously when you get these, not all of them are gonna fit your nails, but if you want the French tip look, these are my favorite French tips because these are, first of all, these are cheap. They have such a nice thickness to them. I'll leave my favorite nail glue, Holy Grail nail glue, down below. My glue on nails last 3 to 4 weeks. These ones I've purchased multiple times over the years. I've used these ones for a long time. I like square, and these ones are a nice length too, where it's not too short, not too long. They look nice and natural, and you can, if you don't want like complete square, you could defile yourself like the edges. but they just have such a nice thickness. Bag of the Kish dermaplaners, basically face shavers for dermaplaning. So it removes your peach fuzz. They are a really cute like coral kind of color. Talked about these in the Beauty Secrets video as well. You can use these for brows if you need to quickly clean them up for something. I use it on my face. I've already repurchased these. In that video, I mentioned 2 different ones. One, if you have like a lot of hair or just coarser hair, they're sharper. These ones are good, just like average person, like everyday ones. I have a bag of the Gain Flings. One thing with laundry pods, okay, life hack here. You would think that CVS and Walgreens, that these would be more expensive there, and they are when they're not on sale, but you can find good sales on laundry detergent at Walgreens and CVS, especially when there's like a manufacturer's coupon and then you stack it on top of that. So definitely don't overlook drugstores. And even random, but I was at Walgreens the other day, Fairlife, which I've been drinking a ton of, the like milk. Fairlife is actually cheaper than like Safeway and other grocery stores at Walgreens, at least by me. So I don't know, some things definitely can be more expensive, but other things are shockingly not. Long story short, got this at one of the drugstores because of that. I like Gain, I like Persil, and I love, like my combo that I've been using lately is the fragrance-free, I think it's the All brand, I'll put it in right here and link it down below, but those pods, the fragrance-free ones, but then I add in fragrance, and I like that I can control how much fragrance I want and the fragrance, like you can switch it up with the little dissolving, you know, circle things. This fragrance of the circle things, I'm almost out of favorite laundry scent lately. It gives a super nice fresh scent, but it's not overpowering, and it actually lasts like in your sheets and in your clothes. It smells super good. So I probably wouldn't be repurchasing the Gain for a while. Next up we have IGK Brown Bella. So this is one of the color depositing masks. I've tried a few different ones of these. I'm almost out of like 3 of them, but not quite. But this is, I would say, probably the most popular. Like if you look up on TikTok, toning brown hair or like these kind of products, these are basically no developer. You just leave it on. A lot of them you put them on dry hair, or you can shampoo your hair first and then leave these on. You can leave it on different times depending on how, you know, intense you want the color, but the idea is that these are just color depositing, better for your hair because you're not using any kind of peroxide or developer. This one specifically kind of blew up for toning out like the orange and red tones in brown hair. Lighting this room specifically, I feel like my hair always looks black, but it's definitely not black anymore. It's just like a dark brown, which is what I wanted. I did do it on damp hair, which I think was a mistake because I think I would have got a lot better color payoff if I did it on dry hair. I feel like this did do a good job of toning out some of the red that was coming through. Can't decide if I like this one better than this color. I think this one is more neutral toned, but I feel like I like the formula of that one better. But I am gonna try this again and do it on dry hair. Once I have a perfected brunette hair routine, I'm definitely gonna do a whole video on it because I had no idea how much upkeep it was, and also I just want to help anyone else out who wants to keep the red out. Yes, I've tried green shampoos, green conditioners, masks. I've tried so many different products. These are pretty old, but I'm still going through them. I have one of the Erno Laszlo eye serum masks. These I don't notice as much of a difference as I do with the Goodall ones, so I prefer the Goodall vitamin C eye patches over those. Still going through the container of those though. And then I only saved one of these, but I went through a whole pack. They come in like a bunch of different, 3 different, I think, scents. But these are like deodorizing wipes, basically. These are from Amazon. You can throw them in your purse or your car or whatever. And if you need to reapply, maybe you went to the gym, but then you want to run errands, you can wipe your underarms with these and then go in with fresh deodorant. I wish it did a little bit better of a job of removing the scent, the odor that you have. I don't know if I would repurchase these. If you have good wipes like this, let me know what you use. And then I believe this is the last product. This is the John Frieda After Color Conditioner. A little bottle of this comes with the color. I didn't save all of my hair colors because I don't know if anyone wants to sit here talking about different hair colors for that long. I feel like we already do that in my vlogs, all the hair trials, but I did save the conditioner. So a lot of the conditioners in hair products are amazing. This one didn't do it for me. To me, this one didn't stand out. Like my hair didn't feel that soft afterwards, didn't feel super conditioned. My camera wants to be off the clock right now. It's shut off multiple times from the heat while trying to film this, but think we wrapped everything up anyways. All of the products I'll have listed down below in the description box. Hope this was helpful for you. Let me know if you want me to continue collecting my trash for the next video. I get so much satisfaction when I have a full bin here of trash, and then emptying it really does something to me. I can quickly tell you what's on my face, but I did kind of a weird combo of a lot of different products on my face today. For lips, I have on the Frack Beauty No. 2 liner with the NYX Fat Oil Slick Click in the shade Clout. It's like a baby pink color. It's on my lips. Cheeks, I used such a combo of things. I'm not even gonna tell you because honestly, it's like 5 different products. I had a situation happen. The highlight that I have on, I've been really liking the Clio Prism in the shade 01 Gold Sheer. This is beautiful, just like sits on the skin really nicely, doesn't look super textured, really pretty, just like light highlight. Just did very basic matte eyeshadow using this palette from Walmart, the Profusion Mattes, really like this one. L'Oreal Panorama Mascara, smudged black liner. Foundation, I used this BB cream and then I set it with the NARS setting spray that I just tried for the first time, so I don't know what I think of it. This one has a lot of coverage, this BB cream. I feel like it does a good job of like adjusting to my skin tone. This is definitely the only one I use when I have fair skin. It's in the shade Natural Beige. A lot of coverage. It can look a little bit heavy, so just like use a light hand with this one, but once you use a setting spray with this product, it really like melts everything in. And I think that's kind of the main thing. I hope you guys enjoyed, but I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.